you guys know I've been working on my Magic Beans app for a while, and it's man, I'm so excited because like it's getting closer and closer. You know, there's all these iterations where we're just adding features, you know, making it easier to use, and then the final step is to make it look good. Right. But of course, it needs to work. Like we're just working on making sure that it works, but also that it delivers good results, right? And you guys know that I've always said, you know, the target curves. People ask like, you know, they say like, is Harman target curve good? This is a conversation we had many times, and I actually have some photos here to show you guys why an arbitrary individual target curve doesn't make sense. And it's because every situation is different. So let me see if I can share this here. So present, share, and this one. So check this out. Does this look like a target curve that you guys have seen before? It doesn't, right? So this is the target curve in my van. So I don't know. This might make sense to you, Aaron, but up here,
looks like loudness is enabled.
Huh? No, you know what it is? I have the front drivers are mounted so they face up and hit the windshield.
Yeah.
They're like that situation though. So none of it hits you direct.
Right.
Right? I don't have anything on A pillar, nothing like that. It's just this. But this is the actual response. You know, this is the optimal target curve, which nobody would ever pick. Right? Nobody would say, hey, you know what? I have an idea. Let's use this one. And I was very skeptical. And that's why I wanted to test the situation, because I knew it was like a weird, odd situation. I tried it out. I'm like, dang, in 5 minutes. So I just used the app for 5 minutes. It gave me a EQ target that was better than what I had been working on for, you know, sometimes I'll work on the car for 6-8 hours. You guys, you know, Aaron, you've been in the car just messing around.
Oh, for hours and hours. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just one day. You know, and then you do it the next day and the next day. So I probably spent a good 30-40 hours on this, tuning it. And I spent 5 minutes and I'm like, oh man, that sounds better than what I had already done before. It's on top of what I did before. But the fact that it improved the sound, I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's all about being on top.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just, we can export to graphic EQ. So I just use the graphic. I could also do parametric. But I'm like, you know, I just wanted to do it quick. I'm on vacation. I just wanted to see if this thing worked. Yeah. And so I did it there. Boom. And I listen. Looks ridiculous. And I'm like, dang, it actually sounds better. That's silly. So my point being, that's a target curve, right? So here's a target curve for this van, right? And then I did the Mercedes SUV, and this is the target curve for that one. So that's more, you know, what we kind of expect. So that does look a little bit more similar to the Harman target, right? But both of them, you know, my whole point being, there is no one particular target for everything, right?
Yeah, for every manufacturer, right?
Every situation, every speaker, you know, it's going to be different all the time. And you need to figure out what that target curve is. And that's the whole point of the Magic Bean stuff. So yeah, this is the Mercedes. Let's see if I have any more pictures here. What happened? So here's how that Mercedes measures. Check out the base.
Oh, well, holy crap! I was like, oh, the scale's not, but that's 20 dB, man.
That's
and it peaks at what is that like?
That's the main listening position. That's not near the thing. That's at the main listening. And this is
everything like 120 hertz at the peak.
Okay, and here's what's crazy. This is accurate, and this is with bass, mid range, and treble all at default. It's 0. There's nothing. This is just the way they've tuned it. So I was impressed with the top end. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty good. You know, that's pretty reasonable for a car. I'm like, what is going on here? And I think it's just because they don't want to show that it doesn't. You know, hold on, let me see. You know, if this should be the target, right?
Yeah.
But I think they don't want to show that it doesn't play very deep.
Yeah.
You know, so they're like, just put a big bump there. People will think it has a lot of bass.
Yeah, make it sound like it has a lot of bass.
That's like my rel.
But only when you stack 3 of them on top of each other.
Yeah. So I had to turn the bass down like to the lowest possible setting, and it sounded
Yeah.
better. It already sounded better. I needed to actually do some more to kind of extend it out, but all it has is bass, mid-range, and treble. So anyway, hopefully that gives some insight into target curves. You know, I was kind of surprised that their target curve was so kind of like flat at the mid-range and top end. I can't press back anymore. Like here, that looks pretty good for a target curve, you know, for a car. So anyway, that's what's going on. Joe, any chance you want to hit at a potential release for Magic Beans? I mean, we're aiming for.
You mentioned it in the last podcast.
Then weren't
End
you
of the
talking about
month.
it today? I jumped
We're
in. It
aiming
was
for
all
that,
about
but-
house curves.
Yeah, we're aiming for end of the month. I don't know if we're gonna hit it, but we're definitely gonna try. So,
Yeah, I got to test it out again, and then Joe's like, "Oh, I got to give you another update." I'm like, "Oh man, it's a lot of work.
there's a lot.
A lot of work."
Yeah,
But,
I did Tim's entire system with it, and he is running an Arcam. Is that how you say it?
Arcam, yeah.
Arkham. Mm-hmm.
Arkham.
Arkham.
I'd say Arkham.
Is that
Arcam.
the insane asylum in Batman?
Yeah. That's a Batman.
Arcam.
Dadgummit on that.
AV40.
Chat GPT.
Ask ChatGPT. Yeah, so we did the whole. He has a whole Oro 13.1, something like that.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know, like 9. I don't remember 11.1 how they do it. He just has every single one except center height, I believe. Is that right? He might have center height too. I don't remember, but we did the whole thing, and he does have Dirac on there. He has Dirac with bass control, and
That didn't help.
he said that. I think he said it sounded better, right? So, I mean, he can chime in. He said that's what he said, but you know, tell the truth, Tim. Tell the truth. 13.2, he says.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, he does have center height. Okay. Yeah, tell us how it was, Tim. And if you say that it was garbage and totally not worth it, then don't worry. Then you're fired.
Perfect.
No.
Thank you, Angela.
No. That is not true. You got to be honest. Itching to get it. Yeah, thank you guys for the support, by the way. Yeah, I'm excited. To see. And then you guys can say whether it sucks or not.
After every Monday podcast, we have an after show. If you're interested in joining us, go to patreon.com/daily HiFi.